Whisky Aficionados to review number 67. We're pumping them out now once a week, so it's really good. Be sure subscribe, hit the little bell so you don't miss anything, especially this one and the next one. All right, some superb drams to try. This is an Arran 21st anniversary release. It's like a piece of furniture and solid. Was sent to me by Bart Burgers from the Whisky Shop. That's the whiskyshop.co.nz. He's got a lot of rare sort of stuff on there. It's well worth checking out. And he sent this to me as a gift because about maybe a year or so ago I helped him out with something else. So this was his sort of repayment, which is just fantastic. It's an awesome dram. It's very, very expensive as well for me. I wouldn't buy something like that. The Arran Distillery, of course, sits very, very proudly on the Isle of Arran in Scotland. This is a limited bottling. It's a limited edition celebrating the 21st anniversary, and it's made using whiskey which has been distilled the first 3 years of their production. It's matured in sherry hogsheads, and there's just less than 6,000 bottles ever produced. So this is one of them. I know 6,000 seems a lot, but in the scheme of things, it's certainly not. It's 52.6 ex-sherry hogshead dram. Brilliant stuff. So I'll just show you the bottle. I've got my little dram here, but I'll just show you how this comes. It's in a solid box. It opens just like, if I can open it, just like this. Alright. And the bottle, a heavy glass bottle. Alright. So just see if I can show you that nicely. As you see, I've already had a bit of a go at it. And it's right down my alley. When I say it's right down my alley, heavily sherried, fairly high ABV seems to be what's hitting my palate at the moment. It seems to be what I'm liking. I don't add water, although I did read an interesting article recently that anything over 58%, if you add a small amount of water, actually improves the quality of the whiskey due to the chemicals that are sitting on the top of that whiskey. Worth looking out for and worth reading. On the nose, as you would expect, it's so fruity. There's citrus fruit. There's sort of a sweet shop like candy or wine gums or that sort of takes you back to you have your 50p to spend in the shop, and you go in and there's all these big drums of lollies. It's that sort of a smell, right? Honey. Not a lot else. There's no peat, there's no smoke, there's no anything else in there. On the taste, man, I like this whiskey. First thing that gets you is the sweetness. Tiny amount of spice, just a tiny amount. It's very, very, very nice. It's a creamy sort of mouthfeel happening. Little bit of oak. It's very, very well balanced, if you know what I mean. It seems to be sitting right nicely in all areas. Yeah, hint of oak, sweetness. The finish, long, fruity. It's exceptional. Really, really good whiskey. I love it. I'm going to give it 90 out of 100. Now you may think that's a little light, but 90 for me, I don't get much more than 90, but 90 is bloody good. Fantastic single malt. Now speaking of fantastic single malts, in the next review I was very, very fortunate to try the Glenlivet 25-year-old at a recent tasting. The brand ambassador was there, along with Ash Palmer, who was in last review. And we convinced him to leave just a bit in the bottle. I mean, the bottle's over $600 or around $600. So we left a couple of inches in the bottle, and I've got that up next as a review. So looking forward to that. It's fantastic. Okay, I'm looking forward to sampling it and sharing it with you. The next time, be safe. Sláinte.